Hello, I'm Terry and this is Blade Whisperer. So today we've got a kind of a challenge. We have a Chicago Cutlery chef's knife and we have our inexpensive diamond tri-stone configuration from Kitanis. And so the challenge is, how sharp can we make this? So stay with us, wait till the end for the results.
Okay, here we go. Here is the Chicago Cutlery chef's knife, and we can see that that edge is pretty rolled and got bits hanging and the jagged. So that is our baseline. That's what we have to start with. I do want to quickly zoom out and get a picture of it a little bit further. So bear with me on that. Okay, so there you can get a good look at a little lower magnification level, but you can still see those shards of metal sticking out from that poor knife. It's been through a battle or two, it looks like. Um, but we're gonna see what we can do.
Okay, Chicago Cutlery chef's knife. Let's see what our start point is. Looks like a 418. So we've got our work cut out for us. Okay, we're going to get right to work. We're going to start with the chef's knife on our inexpensive diamond tri-stone configuration. And we've got our 400 grit diamond plate. You see I've got a different camera angle for us here so you can see the whole picture. And we're just going to start sharpening away on one side to get that burr developed. Okay, that was 20 passes. Let's see here. I can start to feel it forming. I think if we go 20 more, we'll have a good start. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, there's 20 more on that one. You can pretty much feel the burr all the way up and down the edge. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the other side. There's 20 on that side. Feels pretty even. We're going to go 20 more just to equalize things. There's 20. And so that burr feels consistent up and down the edge now. We're gonna flip it over to the other side and give it 10. Okay. Let's go 10 on the other way. Let's do one more time, 10. And we're just going to flip it right over to the other side and do the 10 that way. See how it feels. Okay, now we're going to switch. We're going to switch it up. We're going to go to 5 passes. All I'm doing is starting to work that burr, minimize the burr. Okay, let's go back the other direction. I want to do one more set of 5 each way. So I'm going to do 5 on this side, slip it over and do 5 on that side. Okay. Now we're going to do sets of alternating passes. So we're going to go 10 sets. Okay, she's starting to feel sharp. But let's go ahead and do another 10 sets. Feels pretty good. But I know I've said it before, you want to do most of your work on your roughest grit stone. And since the 400 is our roughest grit this time, we're going to go ahead and do another set of 10 passes on the 400 before we move up the progression. Okay. It's feeling pretty good. Okay, we're going to swap it over to the 1000 and start right off with the alternating passes. 10, set of 10. Without look, it still feels like we've got part of that burr there. So I'm actually going to take a couple of backward passes. That feels better. Okay, we're going to do another set of 10 alternating passes here. Feels pretty good. This is really the last grit that's going to do a lot of metal removal and sharpening, so we're going to go ahead and give it another 10 sets. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the way that feels right now, so it's time to move on to the ceramic plate, which is a 6000, I believe. Yes, 6000 grit ceramic plate. I am going to spray a little water on that. You wouldn't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. It helps keep it from plugging up. All right, we're going to go right into our alternating passes here. Okay, there's 10 of them. And you can see the amount of gunk left behind, so it certainly was effective. Basically, it's polishing the edge, knocking off that remainder, if there's a remainder of that burr, knocking that loose. So we're going to spray it and go at it again here. There's 10 more. We're going to go ahead and give it 10 more, and before we move on to our strop. We're going to have to get the rust eraser out and clean up this thing before we put it away. Slip it around. Okay, we're ready to move on to the strop, and then we'll see how good we did. We're going to go on with our rough side. We're going to give it a few passes on that. I'm going to go ahead and run it on the smooth side a few passes. Okay, let's see what our results are. $128. Let's do another one just to make sure. Let's go a little bit further down. 148. So between 128 and 148.
Okay, there's the low power magnification. Well, that's a world of difference. Move up on the blade a little bit. All those rough spots, that roll, those hanging shards of metal are gone. Now bear with me as I adjust down to the higher power. There you go. There's the higher magnification. Laser edge. All those rough spots, that all roll, all those hanging shards, they're gone. Nice fine scratch pattern. Now, with more grit progression, could we have got a shinier edge? Yes, but I think we did well with what we used.
Well, there you have it. The Kitanis tri-stone diamond configuration versus the Chicago Cutlery chef's knife. And it looks like the Kitanis has won because we achieved good sharpness out of this chef's knife. And so if you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the sharp new content. And please put some comments down below. Let me know what you want to see, what kind of tests you want to run, what kind of knives. Let me know what you don't want to see. But Until next time, stay sharp and listen to what the blades are saying.